green light, go. Ties burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, the head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the New Orleans Saints. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
What we got? Check it out, 49, check 49, check 49.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Here's Breida. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throw it, Mariota. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Saints nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And they give this time to the tailback. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
61, match box, right.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
Push him back. Push him back. Hey. Get it.
They'll run on 1st down. Bird. And he's got some space here. Past the and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
One. Delta. 57. Mike, 57.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. On fourth down, they snap it to Mariota. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Set up. 70, Indy. You draw Corker. Ready?
On first down, it's Bird. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on second down. Slater, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Mariota now after the fumble recovery. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Looking to throw on second down. Mariota throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
We got to step it up. 57.
Here's Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
ready? 30 base. 6'6", pull it high.
You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine. 25. Check 25.
Go.
Check.
Recap hit.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 7-7, our score after 1.
7-7.
Ready up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
No chance. No. Check that. We're on Mike 52, right?
Hey, lock it.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Slam.
Hey, foxtrot.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Going for the deep ball. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A big play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Saints have taken the lead. A try here for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, here's Breida. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. 50 Cent. Mike, 50 Cent.
3rd and long here for Mariota. And the pressure gets to him again.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's taken on the 25. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Hey, orbit. Hard.
Throwing to start the drive. Slater. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. As his guys are in for 6. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 24, Mariota. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Check 9, check 9. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
This is Breida. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9, which is up 2nd and 1 at the 42.
They run with Breida, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And he finds a man with a crossing route. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Number 87. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 49-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
I know you felt that one.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They run forward with Breida, and I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Saints will have the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Slater. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point attempt to follow here. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Throwing to start the drive. Slater. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Let's go.
Down. 8, read.
Smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. Check three, check three, check three.
Protein spill.
I got you.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Let's go, deep. Tighten up. Let's go, deep.
Topper.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Time to go, night.
Hey, exit. Gone.
Shit.
Ready.
A final shot before break. Slater He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. They'll try the left side. It's Bird as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
50, plant. Go. Hit it.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back to throw. Slater, wide open receiver, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. They'll run on first down. Bird. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 12 more yards there and another first down. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida, yards. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will get them one closer. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 30-yard line.
Come on.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here I come. Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Now.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Yeah.
Throwing again. Slater. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Looking to throw. Slater looking left side, and it's complete. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Blue draw Corker.
Watch the twist. Sponge. No.
Ready.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Protein spill.
552. Hey, I'm coming after you. Rush in.
Let's go.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Topper, fight.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Hey.
Mike 51. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me. Check 15. Check 2.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's do this.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Mariota to throw it. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
X3, 218, chop.
And to give this time to the tailback. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Now a handoff looking right. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taking it in from 24 yards out, and the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can...
And got his man complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Dolphins are in for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Now it's Breida. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 51 the mic, boys. 51. Hey!
Now they try the right side here. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
2nd and 5. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jayon Brown leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Back to throw. Slater. Throw left side complete. It's Clayton. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. On fourth down, Slater. And this is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
From just shy of midfield, Mariota. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Let's go, G. Let's go. Slam. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff looking right. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Get in the right room. Hatchet. Pilot, 64, weak. Ready.
Now they try the right side here. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over above 50 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
From the gun on 3rd down, Slater. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
High 7. Move. 4 down. 11. 5-2.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught at the 8. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual
it.
guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Saints, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.